Hello and welcome back to Amazon MSP1, the story of how I got injured at Amazon while doing my job. So we last left off with Dr. Maybod falsifying the medical records, and the CEO, Ms. Mitchell of Twin City Spine, had to come out and talk to me and correct the medical records. However, by that time, it was too late, and Amazon had received their medical records and denied my claim. Now, after all this was going on, I contacted the Minnesota Board of Medical Practices, an agency that is supposed to look out for the best interest of the patients of doctors, to make sure doctors are not mistreating patients, are not falsifying medical records, are not doing anything unethical. Yet I went to Brian Anderson, gave him all my medical records, gave him a copy of the recording from Sherry at Summit Orthopedics, stating that she knew that the medical records were falsified, but that they were not going to change them unless Amazon wanted them changed. And I signed over so that they could get whatever medical records that they needed. And guess what? The Minnesota Board of Medical Practices refused to investigate. There was no explanation. There was nothing. So I contacted the Attorney General's office, went in and talked to them. Of course, I got nothing but the runaround. And so I sent a motion to the Minnesota Board of Medical Practices asking them to answer certain questions about my why they refused to investigate the falsified medical records, how long they had been being paid off by Amazon to not investigate any allegations against them. And instead of getting any answers, I got another letter from the Attorney General's office stating that they were not going to answer any questions, they were not going to investigate, and that there was nothing that I could do about it. So apparently, Amazon's hands are in everybody's pockets, filling them with money, money, money. Not only the doctors and the Attorney General's office and the medical board, but also the Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board. Because I filed a complaint against Nicholas Micheletti of Brown and Carlson for accepting falsified medical records and submitting them to the Workers' Compensation Panel and commissioners so that he could deny my claim. And I went to them and told them I wanted to file a complaint against Mr. Micheletti, and the gentleman at the Department of Labor and Industry stated that there was nothing that I could do, that I could not file a complaint against them, and that basically I was SOL. And it just gets worse from there. My own attorney encouraged me to settle my case under duress. It was either be evicted from my home. I already lost my vehicle at this time. Had already been in and out of the hospital with panic attacks and muscle spasms and excruciating pain. And my attorneys did not care. Ross Menk and Carl Menk did not care. They were supposed to be my attorneys, and yet they were working for Amazon and Nicholas Micheletti's office. Why else would they not care that my records were falsified? Why else would they get upset when I told them I filed a complaint against Nicholas Micheletti and the medical board? Why would they be upset? They were supposed to be my attorneys. They were supposed to be looking out for my best interest. That's what they were being paid for. But instead, they were looking out for Amazon's best interest. I will be back in a moment.